vehicles that's continuously spit me off more money, then my money is doing the same thing. It's making me money even when I'm not asleep. I always like to say, if I had 10 vehicles and I had $1,000 in each vehicle, and if one vehicle get in a crash, I still got 9 more. If 9 vehicles is still bring me back 10% every day, 9 vehicles after a period of 2 days makes up for the 1 vehicle that had an accident. That makes sense? So again, I want to show y'all some simple strategies, some step-by-steps that I learned and over the time of just being in this cryptocurrency space. Yep, J. Paul Getty is the first recorded billionaire that said he'd rather have 100. Would you rather have 100% of your own efforts or 1% of 100 people's efforts? You got it, Valencia. Perfect. That's right. Y'all sharp. So listen, I'm going to walk through this process, but I want you guys to know that I'm going to be kind of quick, but no worries. I'm most definitely going to have a video for y'all. And everyone that's on here, that's part of the eBrand Club, you know, we will be going intense. I will show you guys in depth. Detail by detail, line upon line, precept upon precept tomorrow, because we done went over this a lot of times, and I know you guys got it, but I even want to show y'all even more, and I want to show you how you can perfect this thing to have it where it's continuing to earn you money. And so, listen, my name is Steve Coates. They call me Crypto Steve, S Coates Enterprise. I just want to share with you guys how I buy, trade, and sell cryptocurrency in the cryptocurrency space, but I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I advising you on your finances. I'm just here to show y'all how I move, operate, and maneuver into the cryptocurrency space and how my money worked for me. And so that's what I'll be sharing today. So let's go ahead and get started. Y'all excited? I want to help you make money while you sleep. That's right. While you sleep. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. So you might see me bouncing around. I'm going to close one of my screens in case one of them go out. I just want y'all to pay attention to this one. So here you go. Real quick. I will be showing you guys some simple steps. So the first thing I want to show you guys, because I want to show you at the beginning why this makes too much sense. All right. So I'm in Yobit. Yobit is the exchange, and I'm under the tab to say Robo trade. But I want to show y'all the profit I have been gaining for days now. So if you guys can just focus in on the bottom of my screen, and I might have to use my annotations right now. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to give you step by step. I promise you. But I want to show you. So I want y'all to see at the beginning that I'm not telling you nothing that I'm not telling you nothing that doesn't make sense, because if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make dollars. And what I want you to understand is that you will have the ability to make not just dollars, currency, whatever your currency may be. So if you focus right here on the right hand at the bottom of my screen, you guys can see it, correct? If you can just type in a Y, if you can see it, that'd be great. See it? Perfect. Screen moving a little slow. Okay. Perfect. Got it. So y'all see it, and I want y'all to make sure that everyone see this. And I'm gonna go ahead and X out of this my screen. All right. Okay. So, bam. All right. So at the bottom of the right hand of my screen, I'm gonna walk through pages of this. So this word right here that I love, and I'm quite sure y'all love it too, is just highlighted in the box, but let me highlight it even more. It say profits. Profits, of course, it's always better than wages, and profits will make you wages will make you a living, but profits will make you a fortune. Why profits make you a fortune? And that's from one of my great friends, mentors, a guy that I admired for years. Haven't had the opportunity to meet him. Of course, he's passed away. He's gone now. He's passed away. But his name was Jim Rohn. But look at the profits. Now, I'm going to click on these little buttons down here at the bottom. These are different pages. I also want y'all to see, because since I done the meeting yesterday, as you can see, 9/12 is the day. I did it 9/11 yesterday, but as you can see right there, it's pages. Let me get this out the way. It's pages of information. So I'm gonna click on page 2 and look, page 3, page 4, and the gaps that you see are transactions that haven't been fulfilled yet. But I want you to see this because this is phenomenal. Page 5, page 6, page 7. Let's jump to page 11, page 16, page 26, page 31, 36, 41. We can go on and on. Look, all profits, you guys. And I'm showing y'all this because, again, I'm not trying to say that you can't, and that I'm just trying to show you how much I made. No, that's not my goal here. My goal is I don't want to be the only one making that. I don't want to be the only one making profits when we all can make profits. Listen, there's enough money for everyone. And the reality is, in 2018, true story, Curd Bars, you guys know Curd Bars most. If you don't, then Curd Bars is a company that came out, and they came out with their own exchange called Bit. And on Bit, you had an opportunity to move your crypto from one platform to another. And when you moved it from one platform to another, it gave you a huge profits. Now, profits is what you spend. And then, profits, think of this. I spent this much for BTC, which is Bitcoin. I sold it on Bit for this much. So I bought it for 4,000, sold it for 9,500. All of the in between, the 5,500 was profits. I showed everyone, and I'm not saying this to make it seem like I'm anybody special. I'm saying this not that I'm trying to promote me or to impress you or to make you think that I'm anybody special. I'm saying this because I don't want to be the only one. I want all of us to win. Listen, when we all win, we all win. If I could show you this and you win, I win. You know how I win? Because I showed you something that put profits into your wallet or in your pocket or in your hands. That makes sense? So again, I'm not here to try to make it seem like I'm making money and I'm the only. I'm trying to help you and I want you to do it. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm trying to impress upon you that if I can do it, you can do it too. I promise you can do it. It's real simple. And I'm going to give you this step by step. It's going to be 4 steps. 4 steps. That's it. 4 steps. And I'm going to give them to you in a minute, but I need y'all to understand the mission, the why I'm showing you this. Not that I'm showing you all of this for you to sit back and say, oh, Crypto Steve. No, that's not my mission. I don't want to impress you. I can do this without showing you guys. I'm trying to get everyone to win. I want everyone to make. I can't get it all. A guy told me a long time ago, he said, Steve, you can't get everything. And it just clicked in me. I say, man, I know I'm trying to, but I can't. And I say, if I can't, then why not me help other people get what I can't get too? So we all getting it. And I'm saying to you guys is that, again, not to impress you, but to press upon you. And I will go through this hundreds of times. So 2008, let me go back to my story. Bit came out, a cryptocurrency exchange. And what happened is they wanted to attract you to the exchange. So they had BTC, Bitcoin, for 9,500. True story. You can go back and watch my YouTube videos. It'll show you I was buying BTC on Coinbase for $4,000. I was withdrawing it off of Coinbase and depositing on curb bit, and selling it for $9,500. I took $27,000 and made $135,000 in the period about 2 months, but it only took me like 4 hours of trading within those 2.5 months, 2.5, 3 months. And I'm saying that to say that I made a crazy amount. And then I took $33,000 and withdrawed it back into my account. So I made over $108,000. And guess what? I was showing everybody because we all could do it. And I kept saying, look, it's a period of time. They're going to cut it out. They're going to stop it. You got to do it. Here's how you did it. And I showed people step by step. Now, granted, I messed up. You know how I messed up? I messed up because I thought everybody knew what I knew. And I thought everybody was going to be able to jump on there and go through it and do it. What I didn't realize, this is where I messed up at, as being a leader and a teacher and a trainer and an educator. I messed up this part. I didn't go back and talk about the little teeny steps of how to get there. And so I said, I will never do that again. So now let me go back and help educate. Let me train. Let me teach people and show them so they can learn, so they can apply it and live it. So they'll be confident and comfortable and maneuvering in the cryptocurrency space. And so I created S Coats Enterprise. S Coats Enterprise is a Facebook, well, it's an e-brand club. It's an electronic brand. It's only done on Facebook and on Zoom and other webinar and all online. And I'm saying to say that I did all that so I can help now go through all of the little teeny basic stuff to help people really understand grasp. So now we all will win. Okay. So I'm saying that to say, I'm going to go back and break this down to you guys. Okay. But I want y'all to see what happened when you just follow these steps, because I believe this, if you see what I did, I believe you can see yourself in doing the same thing. That's what I believe. So here you go. Pages of profits. You see that? Even the dates, you can date back to the beginning of September, 126 pages from September the 4th of profits. Now, of course, there's some pages that's not all profits because they just spaces, and you'll see that. But mostly, I would say 95%, because you see that? I'm just clicking on it. It's 200 and how many pages? Woo! That's more than yesterday. 296 pages. You guys see that at the bottom? 296 pages. Now, out of those 296 pages, if it was 250 pages of profits, would it be good? Of course it would. Of course it would. So not just that, let me take you to the other spot, because I need y'all to visualize this. I need y'all to see that this gonna happen to me. I'm gonna have the same thing. Crypto Steve ain't the only one gonna benefit from this. I'm gonna benefit. And I want y'all to say that too. How many of y'all gonna say that to yourself, that I'm gonna do this? I'm gonna make profits. I'm gonna be showing my pages that I done made profits just like Crypto Steve. That's what I want. And if you can just type, I'm gonna do this too, that'll be great. Yep. I want to see it in the chat box. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make profits. Me too. That's right. If you do the me too, it's great too. Just say me too. That's cool. Long as I got you guys on the same page, because everyone can do this, y'all. Me too. You can do this. Okay. So here you go. Let me show you the other page. So let me grab this. And so if you look here, you'll see profits as well. Okay. It'll show you what I profit in. Same as this. This shows you too. But I want to show you, I have 3 different pages here that commands. It's my robots. So I have robots, 3 different pages of robots. And all they done was just created more wealth for me. The same thing it's going to do for you. And I'm going to show y'all how to do that with a simple, easy step-by-step strategy. How many steps I say earlier? How many steps it's going to be that I'm going to show you? I think you might want to get that pen and paper, You might want to get that pen and paper, but you can always go back, because I'm gonna most definitely put it in a video. Again, I need all of y'all saying, I did it, I won. Somebody said it yesterday, I fund my account. Now I'll talk about that in a minute, but that was a plus for me, because somebody went through the process and did it while I was sitting on Zoom showing them, and they did it. And so I want y'all to be able to do the same. So here go. First thing you must do, step number one. Yep, 4 steps is what I said, and I'm on step number 1. Step number 1, you must register your account. Register for this account. Now, I'm going to go in. This is what I'm going to do right now, because I know some of you are probably, I have a lot of people asking me, some of you probably saying, where's the Yobit link? And here it go. It's on crypto support. If you haven't registered for this free group right here, crypto support team, if you haven't registered for it, you need to register, or haven't subscribed to it, you need to subscribe to it, because it's going to show you a lot of great things. And then let me go back. And let me put this link for all of you guys that want to do it right now. I'm going to put it in this chat bar. It's in the group chat. All you got to do is click on that link. And that first step number 1, Thomas said, I did it. Perfect. Step number 1, you're going to register. Now, of course, you won't see that here, but let me go back and show you. So when you click on login, it's going to ask you to register. Let me start here, and hopefully it might not let me. Might go ahead and register me. Yeah, it's too late. I'm registered. But you're going to go here and you're going to click on login, and it's going to say register right here at the bottom. Once you click on register, listen very carefully. All right. I need you to put in a login name. I don't know. It could be your email. It could be, I don't know. It could be Bitcoin Lou. That's my partner, Bitcoin Lou. You can put Bitcoin Lou. You can put Crypto Steve, or whatever you decided to do, whatever your login name is, it's cool, because all that is going to do is show up here. Okay. And when I did this, opened this account up like 3.5 years ago or 4 years ago, I put in First Solutions, because that was my login information. So then you're going to put in an email. Listen, this is all step 1, y'all. You're going to register your account. You're going to use a Gmail. I would use a Gmail or Yahoo. Whatever you do. I'm not saying you can't use your Hotmail. I wouldn't. But if you decide to, that's cool. I'm just telling you, Gmail, Yahoo, anything else except for Hotmail, okay? This is very key. This third process to this step 1 in registering your account. Login name, email, password. This is important. This password. I need y'all to make sure y'all put this in. Somebody need to write this in the chat bar. The password have to have a capital letter. At least 1 capital, at least 1 symbol, okay? At least 1 number, and then lowercase letters. It have to be at least 8 characters, 1 upper, 1 lower, 1 number, and 1 symbol. Y'all follow me? Again, 8 characters. 8 characters, at least 1 capital, 1 lower, 1 number, and 1 symbol. Okay, at least. Okay, y'all got that. If you have problems, it's because your password ain't right. 8 characters. 8 characters means 8 different numbers, letters, whatever, but at least have to have 1 capital, 1 lower, 1 number, and 1 symbol. Okay, and then you're going to click on agree to these rules of Yobit.net, and then you're going to click on I am not a robot. How many of y'all know y'all not a robot? I'm not a robot. I promise you. All right. So watch this. Once you do that, you're going to click register. It will send you an email. In your email, you have to go in and confirm it. Now, your email is going to probably look like this. Well, your email might not look like mine. Mine is with a different email, but I'm telling you that it's going to have in your email this warning. Well, it's going to say confirm your registration. All right. Once you confirm your registration, it's when you try to log back in, it's going to say this warning. Do check Yobit domain in your browser or domains. And then it tells you the different Yobit.net. Very important. If you enter your login and password at other sites, your money could be stolen by hackers, and we can't help you. I don't care how good you think I am. I can't help you neither. All right? I'm just letting you know. No worries, though. It's not a real panicky thing. I'm just saying, read the email very carefully. The next thing you're going to see in the email, your access code to approve a new IP address is here. I promise you, every time I log into Yobit, it do the same thing. You see, September the 12th. Now, I've been on Yobit thousands of times, but it always make me register my new IP, and it ain't even new. It's the same IP address, but it doesn't matter. Every time I log in. Now, granted, some of you might not do that. Some of y'all, you might be able to log straight in. I don't know. Mine's a certain security feature set up where it's going to make me do that. This is what I do know, is that when you see this, you have to, so in your, on your email, this might be highlighted. On mine's, it's not. So I highlight it myself, and you see what it says underneath? Please don't copy this link. Only click on it, right? Now watch this. I'm not copying it. It looked like it though, right? I'm going to right click, and you see this? I'm going to go to the actual site, and it gives me this code. And then I copy this code, and then I'm going to put it in. So what's going to happen is when I try to log in, it's going to have my username, email, and which is my email. It's going to have my password, and it's going to say, when I log in, it's going to say authorization. It's going to be a third box that you're going to have to paste that authorization in. And once you paste it in, then you hit submit, and then it might make you go through a couple of robot things by saying that this and that and all that great stuff, and then you will be able to log in. You may have to do that every time. Every time I log in, I have to do the same thing. I'm just saying, you may. All right. That's step number one. Register your account. I went through detail for you guys to see that how to do that. Okay. Y'all got that? Everybody fine with that? Give me a Y. If you good, say type Y. Somebody say no. Okay, well, you're gonna have to go back and watch this video, because I can't go back, but I need you to really, when you go back, you can always hit pause and take your time and walk through it. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I see all the yes. Perfect, perfect. Everybody should have an account with Yobit. Why should everybody have an account with Yobit? It's free. They have a robot set up on Yobit to give you, to have money, your money, make you money. And it's free. You guys, it's been around for about 6 years now. 6 or 7 years, Yobit been around. One of the safest exchanges that's around. It ain't ranked in the top. I think it's ranked in the top 25, but not in the top 10. But it's still a great exchange. And it always had the opportunity, most of the time, for you to arbitrage. I'll tell you what that is another time. Okay. So watch this. Step 2. Step number 2. Here we go. Step 2. All right. Step 1, you register your account for Yobit. Step 2, you have to now, what I say is fund your Yobit account. It's same thing is put cryptocurrency inside of your Yobit account. Your Yobit account is your Yobit exchange, okay? So what you're going to do, here it go, real simple, real easy. You're going to see all these little tabs up here. You see right here where it say wallet. Everybody see that? If you can't see that, if you can see that, type yes up here. Do you guys want me to highlight it or y'all good? It say wallets. Okay. Everybody see wallets? Perfect. 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 So when you think about a wallet, you think about men got wallets, women got wallets, but men wallets, you can set up your 2FA. Yes, you can set up your 2FA in the registration process. You can do that. I have a text message or I have it confirmed in my emails. So let me finish. So here you go. Wallets. Wallets. Why am I showing y'all my wallet? Because in my wallet, I have balance. I have a balance on this Visa card. I have a balance on this MasterCard. I have a balance on this American Express. I even have currency in my wallet. I have all of the things that go into your wallet. So I have balances, and not just that, you guys. Listen, I deposit money in here. I put my currency in here, which is my credit card, and I can withdraw it out. Think about a wallet. I'm giving you something very key. This is very important in the cryptocurrency space. Listen to what I'm saying. Think about your wallet. So whenever you go to any exchange, any platform, anywhere, you will always know the first place I go to put my money into this exchange is where? Somebody type it in the chat bar. Where do I go? I know the E-Brand Club got this. We went over this thousands of times. Look at them. Most of y'all, everybody, look, Cole, I already know, Kevin, Paul, all them in the E-Brand. Richard, Angel, yeah. All that. Yeah. So your wallet is where you're going to go to put money in or to withdraw money out. And so that's why when you go to wallets on Yobit Exchange, you see the balances, and this is all of the balances over here on the left. These are all of, oh man, I hit the wrong, I didn't. Sorry about that. I hit, see this? This is all of the balances of everything. Now think about it. If this was a physical wallet that you guys see on the screen, this would be it. This will be my wallet, and this will be all of my currencies that's in my wallet. Man, I hope y'all got that. So here you go. If I want to put money in my wallet or take money out, if I want to take a credit card out or put a credit card in, or take US dollars out or put US dollars in, even if I want to take gold and put in and take out, I will be putting it in and out of my wallet. So what is that called? Deposit and withdrawal. Let me highlight it. You see that? Deposit and withdrawal in and out of my wallet. That was free. And that's very important. I promise you that's important. That is very important, what I just shared with y'all. I gave you a great analogy, a great similarity to your physical wallet and balance and currencies to your digital wallet, balance and currencies. All right. So watch this. I even showed you the deposit and withdrawal tab. So if I'm going to fund this account, what do I click on? Somebody tell me in the chat bar. What would I click on if I was to fund this account, because step 2 is fund your account. What do I mean by that? You need to put some cryptocurrency into your Yobit exchange that you just register on. Step 2, fund your account. Let me see what somebody said. Where am I going at? Where they shop, man. Claude, Evelyn, Valencia, man, Nicole, man, they shop, man. Y'all shop. I love it. I love it. So perfect. Y'all got it. And everybody else that said it. Rose, yeah, everybody else. Y'all perfect. So deposit. So let me click on deposit. And when I click on deposit, guess what show up? My deposit address. Now, here you go. I'm going to show you how I'm going to deposit cryptocurrency, BTC, right now into this wallet, okay? I'm going to show you how quick it is. So I'm going to go to my Cash App. Right? And I'll tell you guys later. I just want to show y'all. So you see, I have $131 in BTC. $131 in BTC. Can y'all see that? Everyone see that, right? All right, cool. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Nicole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to this exchange, right? I'm going to send, I'll just send the whole thing. First, I got to scan the QR code. When I scan it, my numbers pop up top because I use the scan bar, okay? And then I'm going to type in one. I'm just going to type in one. I'm going to put $100 in. That's all. So I put 0.01. That's about $100 in BTC. And then I'm going to hit withdraw. And as you can see, confirm the initial. See that? I'm going to confirm it. And then it's asking me for my PIN. And then it say you initiate the withdrawal of BTC. And I'm going to hit done. Bam. Yep, I had $31, and I just withdrawed $105 out. Okay, see that? Bam, done. I fund now my BTC is on its way to Yobit. How do I know? Let me show you. This is another reason why I love Yobit. You see right here where it say waiting deposits. Y'all see that? Everyone see that, right? Perfect. I think y'all do. Perfect. So watch this. I'm going to hit refresh over here in the refresh bar. And guess what happened? There you go. It's showing up. So it's not fully deposited because if you look down here at the bottom, it say in process. And it's got 0/2 confirmations. That means it haven't been confirmed yet. Not even one. It say 0 confirmed /2. So now it's in process. So now my BTC is showing up in Yobit in a few minutes after get a second confirmed, okay? That was step number 2. Now that my money is showing up, well, it's waiting, but a few more minutes and it'll show up. Once that happened, the next step that I do, somebody tell me. Because, see, a lot of y'all was on here yesterday, and I need to know that y'all learn. Because I'm not, if you're not learning and doing this, I know that I can't keep telling you and you're not doing it as well. I need you guys, and if you scared and you're not comfortable enough, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you. Use my voice through YouTube to help walk you through. So the eBrand Club, or join the eBrand Club and let me help you. We do intense training. We go through step by step. We even go in depth with some of the things of why we're doing them. We even see that the things that we did months ago that now lines all up to why we know where we at now, why we know what we know now. So you got options. You can either go on YouTube and get it free, or you can either sign up for the S Coach Enterprise, which is the less than $1 a day. I didn't show strategies and techniques that show people how to make their money back in 2 or 3 trades. I know guys that made enough money from the eBrand Club and just certain strategies that paid for the next 5 years if that's what they wanted to do. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sharing that with you guys because I want to make it. I want to give you every role possible for you to be successful. I just can't make you do it. I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make them drink it. I just don't want to show you how to fish and I just don't want to give you a fish to eat or fish to eat. I want to show you how I did it so you can do it too. And it's not real hard. All it takes is some dedication of you trying to really understand. And I promise you, I'm going to walk you through the process. Use my voice on YouTube or join the S Coast Enterprise and join the eBrand Club. And then let's go ahead and make this happen. So step 1, register for your account. Step 2, fund your account. I showed you guys where to go. Step 3, I now want to click on this tab over here on the left that say Robo Trade. And this is phenomenal, y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm not paying for the robot. All I'm doing is taking my currency that's already on Yobit and using it to make me money. That's how I made all this money. All this BTC down here and all these pages came from what I already had on Yobit. And then I'm going to show y'all something else, how much I made in another platform from just robot trading. So watch this. Step 3. I'm sorry. 3. The number 3. Robo Trade. Once I click on Robo Trade, you see right here, it say Robo Trade. You see right here, create buy, sell orders, automatically mode, and earn profit. Look at that. While you sleep. That's what I want. That's what I really want. I want the efforts of my money making me money. I want 100% of all my money making, well, not 100% of all, but I want 100% of money that I have sitting making me money. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So watch this. Here you go. Step 3. I'm in the Robo Trade. I just read this top first. I just read the sentence that say create and buy and sell orders automatically, mode, and earn profits while you sleep. And now I'm going to this tab right here. It says pair. Pair. What is pair? Pair is 2 different cryptocurrencies. Whenever you trading, you buy, sell, or trade in the cryptocurrency space, you either buy with one currency and selling in the other, or you selling one currency to buy the other. Same thing. So you're going to always have 2 currencies, and that's why the word pair is there. And as you can see in this box, it's a dog/BTC. Well, dog coin is DOGE, which is dog coin /BTC. All right, that's 2 different currencies. Now, the first currency is what I'm selling or buying. I'm either buying the first one or selling the first one. Guess what I'm buying and selling it in? BTC. Man, that's another tip. That's a great one. So here you go. You're going to find the pair. The first step in step 3 is pair. What am I pairing up to give my bot the access or the command to have the access to go in, buy, sell, and trade to make me profits? So that pair, where will I get it from? You probably saying to yourself, okay, Crypto Steve, what is that? And why do I need that? And how do I know what to assign my robot? What pair do I assign my robot? What rule do I create to assign my robot? Well, I'm glad you asked. The first thing you do after looking at your pair, after clicking on Robo Trade, is to go here. Now, I showed y'all what I want y'all to see. But after you click on Robo Trade, the first thing you need to do after step 3, starting it off with Robo Trade, is go here. You see this over here? Somebody tell me what that say. Somebody tell me where to go. There you go. You got it. You got it. Y'all got it. Yep. Nicole. Yep. Claude. Yep. Valencia. Marvin. Yeah, y'all. Richard. Yep. SNS. Oh, so I'm going over here. You guys see this over here on the left-hand side? It's a market. And under market, I'm going to the top. Why the top? Why the top? Let me ask you something. Where you want to be? You want to be at the top or at the bottom? So let me say it like this. Where do you want your money swimming at? In the lake that got the most fish, or the lake that got a little teeny bit of fish? You want to be on top. So you want to see the top of the market on Yobit. And what am I saying? I'm saying when you look at the top here, you see all of the top currencies that's being traded. When I say top, and I'm going to break this down, I want you to see the first one is the Yobit coin. Of course, you see the name, the price, you see the change in the Yobit coin is 0%. And you see VOL means volume, 0. Of course, it's their coin. They always want to promote theirs first. But as you and I know that there's nothing moving in that market. So I don't want my money in the market. There ain't nobody making no money. Ain't nothing going on. I want my money going somewhere where it's a whole bunch of money being made, where money is making money on the regular basis. So the top of the market for Yobit as of now, listen to what I say, as of now, it's not the Yobit coin, it's ETH. ETH stands for Ethereum. And the price of Ethereum is here. And the change in Ethereum is plus 2.3. Whenever you see green, green means bull. That means it's going up 2.3% up from 24 hours. And then I want you to look over here to the VOL, which is volume. Look at how much is being traded. And you can see as I hover over it, what do that say? 2,861.1 BTCs. Now, I ain't no fool. I know if it's 2,861 Bitcoins being traded in Ethereum in 24 hours, that's some money that's being made. Well, actually, it's 2,862 now. So if Bitcoin is how much right now? How much is Bitcoin? Bitcoin right now is 10,400. There you go. There you go. So watch this. Yeah, on Yobit it's 10,600, Nicole. You see that? Little arbitrage, because you can see it right here. 10,620. But look, so let's, for the sake of numbers, can we just say 10,000? Is that cool? If Bitcoin was 10,000 and there's 2,874 being traded in just the pair of Ethereum / BTC, you see that? Here you go. You see? In 24 hours. 24 hours, y'all. There's 2,874 Bitcoins being traded. Now, I have my calculator here. If you guys want to, let's just say for the sake of numbers, if it was $10,000 for a Bitcoin, and it's 2,874, you see that? Times 10,000. I don't know about y'all, but that's 28 million on just Yobit and just Ethereum / BTC. Y'all see that? There you go. Nicole got it. You see that? $28 million in 24 hours. That's just in the market of ETH / BTC. Now, granted, that ain't a whole lot, but that's a heck of a lot. That might not be a lot, but that's great. That's a lot of money. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You right. So now think about it like this. I'm going to drop my money into a pool that's got $28 million swimming around, looking for a hook, the hook onto my money. Yeah. So watch this. That is the top of the market. So you will ask, Steve, what pair? How do I know what pair? Well, you want to go with the top of the market. You want to go where the most money is being circulated in 24 hours on Yobit. I want y'all to understand that. On Yobit only. ETH/BTC is being traded $28 million in 24 hours. A little more, but I'm just for the sake of numbers. ETH/BTC. Now watch this. I want y'all to really pay attention to this and know this, because this could change. So you always, step 3, you click on Robo Trade, you go to the top of the markets. Whatever the top is, of course, that is 0 all the way across. We don't want that. But you see ETH, you see DASH, which is Dash Coin. That's about 2,032 BTCs being traded. That's still $20 million in just that market alone. That's a great number. And then Zcoin, the next one, $14 million if Bitcoin was $10,000. So them are great markets. So where do I want to be? What pair do I want to use? Nicole said it best. You want to use ETH/BTC. And all you have to do is type it in. Make sure you click on the right one. And that's here. And once you click on that, you'll see little changes happening. And then you're going to the next phase. Now, for you guys that was noticed that when I had my money in processing, you see that it says still waiting. That's because I had this screen still up. But let me just show you. It should be done by now. Let me refresh the page. Let's just make sure. It may be, may not be. Oh, it is. So there you go. You see that number changed. Now I had 0.01, now it's 0.022. So now I have my money. So why I'm looking at all this, my money that I fund all showed up. So guess what I can do now, you guys? Now I can go to the pair. I put the pair in. Now, depending on what I want to do, I want y'all to understand this bot, this robot that you're going to give the command to can only profit you. It cannot lose. What are you talking about, Crypto Steve? There's no losing here. One reason why, this is a bot that you give a command to buy at a certain price and to sell at a higher price, depending on what you want. 1%, 5%, 10%, 20%, or 30%. Okay? So it will buy, and if the price never go the 1, the 5, the 10, the 20, or 30%, then you still have the currency. It just never sold it for a higher price. So you ain't going to lose. The only losing you do is the market drop of the currencies, of all of the currencies that you assign the bot to, but not the bot making a minus trade. It can't make a minus trade. So let me show you. So I find ETH/BTC because that's the top of the market. That's the top one that's being traded right now. I click on either I want to buy it or sell it, whatever you choose to do. Right now, because it's high, depending on how it look in the market, you can really see here when you look at ETH/BTC, it's in the buying mode now, and you can see the little up and down. So it's still going up. So either one, it really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if you buy ETH with your BTC, and ETH is going to eventually go up. If it take a week, or if it take a day, if it take 1 minute, you're still going to win. Okay. So watch this. I'm going to sign now. I'm going to buy ETH with BTC. Now, this is what one whole Ethereum costs. See that? That's 1.0. That means that's a whole Ethereum, and that's how much it costs in Bitcoin. The price of ETH, one whole Ethereum coin in BTC, is 0.036788823 Satoshis. Okay? Got that? Now, let's say you don't have enough to buy a whole ETH. No problem. I don't either. Because when I go back here, you see that? I don't have, that's a 0.022. Go back. I only had a whole Ethereum is 0.03. So I don't have enough to buy a whole Ethereum. So I have to do a little bit of changes. So you may say, well, Crypto Steve, I only have $50 in there. Well, then you buy $50. Your balance will show up here on the top left-hand corner of BTC. And once that shows up, you'll see how much to put here. So all you have to do is change these numbers like I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to say 0.05. You see how much BTC is saying I need? All I need is 0.0018394. I know I have 0.022. So I might even have enough to do a little more. So let me see. Let me take out the 0. So there you go. I still have I have enough. I have 0.02. This is only costing me 0.01. So I'm buying a half of Ethereum. 0.5 is a half. It's not a whole. It's a half. So I'm buying a half of Ethereum. And what I'm doing is, well, I'm taking and I'm assigning bought a half of Ethereum to buy at one price and to sell for a profit. Now, we always talk about buying and selling. This is an automatic way for you to set a command and it do it for you, and you don't have to look. You can just come back like I did and just look at the pages of profits. Overnight, listen, we're talking about 9-12. I did this yesterday. Look how many pages I had. And if you look at it, this was at 8:30, 8:25 last night. So I have pages already of my money making me money. And what am I saying? I'm saying that you can do the same. So it's just real simple. So and I'm going to answer every question at the end. I promise you. Just make sure you ask me again, because I want to make sure I answer all y'all questions. I need y'all winning. I just need y'all winning. I need y'all profiting. I need y'all staying in the green. I need everybody saying, Crypto Steve, thank you. I had made this. I want to hear the testimonies. And then not just tell me, you can tell somebody else, man, look what I made. You ain't even got to put my name in it. I'm going to be honest. You don't even got to say, I showed you or taught you. I don't care. I just want you profiting. Long as you profiting and you can help somebody else, then we all win in this cryptocurrency space. Why am I saying that? Because there's hedge funds, there's venture capitalists. I put up articles weeks ago. There is so many different hedge funds, venture capitalists, RAs, mutual funds, all these other different financial institutions that's stepping into the cryptocurrency space and winning. And the crazy part about it is that they're going to solicit to you to give you their money, and they ain't even going to give you the profit they're going to make. They're going to take your money, use it, and make profit and give you 0.003 when you can make 0.3 yourself. And so that's why I need us all winning. So here you go. I picked the pair. I'm buying. I'm assigning my robot 0.5 in ETH because that's how much BTC I have that's available. And then I'm going to say, where do I buy it? Now, you don't really have to do this because the automatic system automatically buys your Ethereum at, not at market. This is market. Let me show you. Market price right now for ETF. I don't even want to confuse you. It's going to automatically give you a price to buy the Ethereum at a lower price than what the market is offering you. Now, sometimes that can be a plus and sometimes that can be a negative. Not a negative and you losing, but your trade never coming through because the ETH never go down to buy it. But no worries, because you can always click on this number, right? Messed up right there. Let me go back. I got to go all the way back to the process. Sorry. You can always point 5. You can always, this number will change as the market change. And so see right here, say 36822, 36822. You see that? And it changed. And so you can always look at that and change it if you want, whatever you want to do. But this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. So right here, the price you buy it at, you don't have to worry. It's going to give it to you for the best price. It's going to buy the Ethereum with your BTC at the best rate possible. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that per se. All right, just leave that number there. What you're going to have to realize is that if you don't have enough BTC to buy this much ETH, then what's going to happen is, and I have to show you, is that two things going to happen. And so number one, if you don't have enough BTC to buy, right, this is what's going to happen. It's going to say insufficient funds in wallet of the second currency. That means you don't have enough BTC. Okay, you got that? Let me go back and change that. And then let me change this because oh, snap. No. All right. The second thing, if you do have enough and you got the price that you're going to buy BTC with, I mean, you buy the ETH with, and you're going to sell it, and you see that price is over, the buying price is less than what you're going to sell it for. And it shows you right here. It do all of the math for you. It say you're going to profit 0.08%. That's what that hedge fund going to give you when you give them your money. But the reality is they're going to do this. They're going to take that same amount of money you give them, that half of Ethereum money, and they're going to say, okay, we're going to put, and watch this. They can't even do it because the bot say, oh, we don't do that. That's too low. We got to at least make you 0.5 crypto, Steve. That's not enough. We need to at least make you a 0.5 cent. And here it is, hedge funds, mutual funds, IRA, venture capitalists. All of these financial institutions give us 0.05. That you ain't even getting 0.02, just like I had here, that's 0.08. And your bot won't even make the trade for you because it's saying your percentages must be more. I can make you more. This is what it's telling you. I can make you more for your money. Why are you going so low? Because you're used to it. Get out that mind frame of letting somebody else take your money and have it work for them and give you a piece of what they made for your money and go in and make your own money work for you and make the bigger percentage. So the boss said, I can't make you that little amount. You got to at least have half of a 0.5%. So what do I do? So a couple of things I do. So I'm looking at this number changed now, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to click on this. And so it just went up while we was talking, and that's crazy. So I'm going to leave it there. And so what I want to do is I need to at least make 1%. You see that? I click on that 1%. It say I bought ETH at that price, and then I'm selling it at that price. The bot is going to do all this. You're not going to do nothing. All you doing was assigning the robot a certain amount of currency and then putting in a percentage that you want to make on your money and then hitting create the rule. Now I'm going to do 5%. Okay. Is that cool? Let me do 5% and create the rule. And there you go. Right here. So I bought it at 369, a half of Ethereum, right? I'm going to sell it at 0.0378, right? That's 5% I'm gonna make on my half of Ethereum. And right here, it say what I'm selling is currency one, ETH, and then what and then what I'm buying it with is 0.01 in Ethereum. Now that's what I'm selling it at. And here go. Here go an active order. It's in one active order, active / close. Now that's a sale. I want to buy, and I'm gonna go back and buy some more. Don't worry, watch this. So here go. I got an active order in already. Ain't that crazy? It just went in that quick. It just automatically went in. How do I know? Well, if I want to check it, I can show you. I can go here and I can show you. I can refresh the page and there it go. Now I'm selling a half of Ethereum at that price. And then it's going to buy it back at a lower price. So I'm basing it on here. So I'm selling it. I got it in the sell mode. Once it sell, and then I'm buying back. That's a little too high. So I'm going to cancel that bot out so I can show y'all. You can cancel them at any time. Let me close out and let me start over. All right, here you go. Buy ETH, right? 0.5. I'm buying it for that price. I'm doing at least 1%. And then I'm creating a rule, insufficient funds. Let me go back. So I don't have enough. Let me go back and let me make sure it's out. It's there. So let me refresh. Let me go here. Let me refresh. Let me see how much currency I have in my balance. I think I made it. I think my bot made a trade. It did. While I was sitting here, it made a trade for me. So here you go. I have to change it now. So let me go here because I don't have enough. So it's a 0.001 in BTC. I got 0.036. So I can kind of like double up on that, right? So let me do this. Let me see something. Let me go with 1.06. Still not enough. Okay. So let me go with 9. There you go. So you see, that's how much BTC is costing me. This is how much I have, 0.0036. I'm using 0.0033. And now I buying it at this price, right? 3,674. And then I'm selling it for 1%. I'm getting 108. I can always modify the numbers and make more if I want. I can click on and click 5, 10, 20, 30. But I'm just going to create a rule. I'm going to give the bot, I'm going to assign it a rule. And now you see, this is what I'm paying for the ETH with BTC. This is what I'm selling it for. I'm going to make 1.08% on it. This is how much currency I'm using, 0.09 of ETH I'm buying with the BTC. Now, the numbers is just not all showing up here. That doesn't mean it ain't there. It's there. And then all of this is, it'll show me when you see CUR1, that's currency number 1, which is the first currency, / CUR2, currency number 2. So it's just giving you acronyms, but still the same. If I was selling it, it'd be there. This is the active order. I got one active order in. The other order haven't closed yet. Then I have a profit here. You see that? And so there you go. It's there. It's there, y'all. Actually, I bought the Ethereum right here earlier, you see, with 0.5. And so I got some extra Ethereum. I'm cool with Ethereum because I can always go back in and do this. I'll sell a 0.5% of Ethereum. So I just bought a half. Now let me sell a half. So I bought it for 3,699. So let me go back in and sell it for, look at this. Let me go back. I bought it for 369, 369, and I'm going in and I'm buying it back for 367. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong thing. Yep. So this is what I bought it for. This is what I'm selling it for. I'm only going to make that amount of profit. That's not enough. So let me click out of this because I actually bought it for all zeros. So bam, 64%. I want to make more. So I'm selling it. So I click on this and I got 1% more. This is what I bought it for. As you can see here, this is what I'm selling it for. 1% more. This is how much I bought with my BTC. As you can see, this is what it cost me in BTC. And then I'm going to create a rule and I'm going to sell the same thing I bought back. I mean, it's real simple. So that was step 4. Step 4 was, I'm sorry, I ain't tell y'all the step 4 part, right? Step 3 was find the pair, click on robot trade, find the pair. Step 4 is assign the amount of money and the price is already there, whether you want to buy it or sell it, and then hit create a rule. Once you create a rule, it shows up. Step 4 is just create a rule. So all you're doing is putting the amount of BTC or the amount of cryptocurrency you want here and whether you're going to sell or buy, and then hit create a rule. And once you create the rule, it's signed, it's set up, and then you just wait until it do what it do after that. Okay? That's it. Step 1, register for account. Step 2, fund your account. Step 3, Robo trade and pick the top currency for the pair, ETH/BTC. As of now, it could change. And then pick whether you want to buy or sell, whichever one. How do you know? Whichever one you use. Remember, it's going to sell it. If it doesn't, you ain't going to lose nothing. You're just going to have the BTC or the ETH. And it automatically going to go up. And I mean, cryptocurrency is on its way up regardless. Anyway, pick the amount. Step 4, pick the amount and give your bot the command. Create the rule for it to do what it need to do. That's it. I know that was a lot. I know I went through a lot. So look, this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to post this video again because we've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. I know I went very detailed for you guys to really see it. Let me go ahead and try to answer some of these questions. So while we here at the chat, so I see one thing I see is, and I want y'all to get y'all questions together, okay? Okay. That is expensive, right? I don't know. So your bot will hang out all day and night waiting to work. Exactly. You're not paying for the exchange. You're not paying for the bot. All that is free through Yobit. How long will that last? I don't know. All I know is that right now, I have pages of profits that my bot made me from my money sitting on Yobit. Now, I was going in myself doing the same thing the bot was doing. But now I don't have to do it. I just assign my bot the same amount of currency to do it itself. And so it do it on its own. So there you go. Let me see. Next question, my brother. Nice question, Rashida. Rose. Okay, thank you. How to use my BTC in the reduction. Okay, that's a whole nother story. Create a rule, Nicole. You got it. Crypto Nick. Where does the profit go? Great question, Martisha. Right? Great question. So here you go. Where do the profit go? The profit goes back to the currency that you have assigned it to. So you see this trade right here? This is a trade that I made. And look, I mean, this is a trade that the bot made. I'm sorry. 13 active trades, 117 closed. I made 0.06 in Ethereum, and then I made 0.022 in BTC. Where did it go? It goes right back to my wallet and balance. And I just took it and assigned it more. You never lose your currency. The robot can't withdraw. It can only you only assign it money or currency so it can trade. So you give it the price that it's going to buy that, and you give it the price that it's going to sell it at, or you give it the price you're going to sell it at and the price that it's going to buy it back at. You don't have to do nothing else, and it will continuously, constantly, all day do that for you. Now, granted, this type of bot and command that you have or rule that you give in your bot is not one that say, hey, if the market go up, buy it again and sell it, because you can't do that with this one. This one is a easy, simple step. But this is an easy, simple rule bot. So you're just assigning it a certain price to buy it and to sell it at. Just like if you was going on there buying it right now, and then when it go up, you sell it at its highest point. Or just like you would go on and sell it at its highest price and then buy it back at its lowest price. Remember the step-by-step strategy I taught you guys back in May on how to maximize your KBC? The same strategy. That's what I'm just doing. The bot is just doing it for you. I learned it from the bot. Well, I learned it from trading, but it's the bot is doing the same exact thing, except for you not on there watching it. You don't have to come back and say, man, did it sell? Let me click on the button and sell it. You don't have to do none of that. You are assigning the bot the amount of money, the number of currency, the amount of currency that you, or the price of the currency you want to sell it at or buy it at, and then you going and you giving it the amount you're going to buy it back or sell it at, with a profit of 1, 5, or 10, or 20, or 30%. And as you give it the commands, it will do it on its own. Look at some of these profit margins that I have. I have this one bot right here. Let me see if I can highlight it. At 4.99%. Look at that. Look, it made one trade. It made me profit. It's just you can't see it because the numbers are not all showing up here. Some of these will show up, some of them not. But it's made me profit because it say one trade, one active, and one closed. If it closed, that means if it was active and then it closed, that means it did something. Let's go to another page. Let's look at these pages. So some of these are, you see huge numbers. And the reason why, because look at this. This is XRP, Ripple /USDT. I assigned it the price of what it was going to sell the Ripple at, and then brought it back at that price. 2.34% profit I made. I gave 81 Ripples to sell at the USD price of 23.67. It did 24 active trades and it closed 97. As you guys can see, I made 8.9 RXP Ripples and $2.9. So $2.90, because I only had it sit for 2%. I only assigned it $23, and I still made 2.9 and 8.9 Ripples. Y'all see that? I made both profits in both. So here you go. Look at this one. Litecoin, the USDT. So I signed it 1.1 Litecoin to sell, and that was $68.67. That's how much it cost for that 1.15 Litecoins. I made 0.1. I made a tenth, over a tenth of a Litecoin. So I made, at the time, Litecoin was at $55. So I made about $7, and then I made $8.70 in USD too. You see that? 19 active trades. 14 active came in and 19 closed. Let's go to another page right here. Let's look at this. BTC USD. I sold Bitcoin at, well, I bought it at 11.5, sold it at 11.62. I gained 1%, and there go my 1%. 7 closed trades, it happened. And listen, the bot will continually, as the price stay within that range, it will continue to buy and sell, or sell and buy. So you don't lose, because there ain't no negatives. It's no negatives at all. At all. That's the phenomenal part about it. So your currency stayed where it was. Okay. Let me see who else. Any more questions? Demonstrate some moves that you did with the Coinbase. So yeah, we will have to go over that Coinbase, that how you get your cryptocurrency on to, how do you deposit in the wallets? That's a whole nother strategy. I will talk about parlay. I will talk about that in the eBrand Club. I got a video out there as well to how to buy. You're not ignorant, Evelyn. How is profits transferred to your credit card? It's none transferred to your credit card. It's all in Yobit. If you want to take your profits and bring it back to your card, then you just go to your wallet. Remember what I said about wallet. Now I'm withdrawing out my wallet, and now I'm gonna withdraw my BTC. I'm gonna put in the address of where I'm withdrawing it to, right? And once I do that, this is the amount that I can withdraw. That's it. So it won't go back on your credit card. You will have to send it back to your credit card. Okay. And Lisa, I can't get me rule to accept now. I wish I had a bot for reduction. Okay. And so can you use another app other than Cash App? You could. So we're going to come back, Delisha. I'm going to show you. So can you use another app other than Cash? You can use Coinbase. Coinbase is another wallet to buy. Anyway you have BTC, you can always use it and bring it there anyway. So you can't lose, Jane. It's no way to lose. You're going to keep one of the currencies. So whatever currency you keep, either ETH or BTC, y'all do know the top cryptocurrencies in the world is BTC and ETH. So would it be a loss if so happened that your bot made a trade and it made it for ETH and you held ETH and ETH went up? The only other way you're going to lose if cryptocurrency go down. And it it's volatile. It goes up and down, but you don't lose. Your bot doesn't lose. Remember when I tried to do a trade and it said you have to have at least 0.5%? It won't make a trade for loss. It will only make a trade for profit. Only way you're going to lose anything if the currency go down, not your bot. No losing at all. None. I just showed you. You see any negative? Now I can show you a bot that you can lose because it's based on making trades that go up and down. That bot on Yobit is a simple, smart trade bot. It's a command that you're giving it to buy at this price and sell at this price. If you buy it at this price and the currency never reached that price, you still have it at that price. If it go down, of course, that's currency going down. Then, of course, you're going to lose what doesn't matter what you do. If you have it sitting anywhere, it's going to go down. But as long as you have it in ETH or BTC and ETH is up. I can show you on any analysis platform that do analysis on cryptocurrency from the day one of BTC. from the day one of ETH, it's up. So what am I saying? If you buy it today, I promise you by next year it'll be up. 2008, well, 2008 as well, but 2018, Bitcoin was $4,000. Have anybody seen Bitcoin go to $4,000 again? It did in March of this year. It touched around 4,200. I think it might have went under a little bit, but it's back up to $10,000 now. So if you hold it, it's going up. That's just the bottom line. So your bot will trade in the currency that will always be up. Can I move my BTC from Yobit to Yobit? You sure can. If that's what you choose to do, you can do that. Same process. You're withdrawing it out of Yobit, depositing on the Yobit. Same process, you guys. Yep. Do you read? It's okay. So, but there's no reason. Nope. Okay. Steve, okay. Phenomenal. Yep. Bitcoin went down to 3,800. That's crazy, right? Back in March. It was called Black Thursday, March the 12th. I think something happened to the whole network of internet. And at that time, or something happened in the cryptocurrencies. I think it wasn't crypto, it was the network. The internet blanked out for a second and everything went down. That was crazy. When I registered today, it stated that I could receive 7. Yeah, and Paul, if you want to try that 17, it's a 1,700 if you do show on Telegram, but don't allow to click to the. Yeah, I don't know if it worked. I never tried it, but just remember, man, register, you guys. It's free. Every exchange I'm showing y'all how to do free stuff. Costs you nothing. And if you have cryptocurrency, then it's always free. Some of you saying, yeah, but I don't know how to do it. I got it. But hey, I'm going to tell you this. As long as your money's sitting where it's sitting now, if you got $50 sitting somewhere, then it ain't making you nothing. If you just do $10, $20, jump into the space and get acclimated with the space. Get your toes wet. Get comfortable. Get in the space and start moving, even if it's 10. I'm going to tell y'all this story and then I'm going to close here. I'm going to tell you a story about years ago about myself. Let me tell you what happened. I was actually the first time I ever done a trade, and it was crazy because I was in the stock arena. I was in the stock market. And I had about, I don't know if it was $10 or $20. And I remember getting ready to make a trade. And I felt like the world was going in. I felt like I was cutting off my arm. I was going to give somebody my leg and cut it off. And I was like, man, why do I feel all this pressure? Why do I feel like I'm about to give my life away? Like it's something in the world that just messing me. Like, what is going on? I'm sweating and I'm just like nervous and I'm scared. And I'm like, why am I scared and nervous? And all I'm going to do is trade $20? I'm like, hold up. There's no way I could be feeling like this. Like I'm getting ready to give my life away when there's only $20. Now I didn't waste $20 in plenty of places. I got stuff that I done bought that I never opened up that's probably ain't no good no more. And I'm saying that I done bought some food that was no good. And so for me, the $20 wasn't the issue. It was the point of stepping into an unknown space, a space that I wasn't comfortable with, a space that I knew nothing about. And I knew I had to do it. I knew I had to learn it, but I didn't understand it. I had nobody walking me through it. I had nobody telling me, Steve, don't worry about it. Let's just go ahead and do it. I had nobody holding my hand, nobody saying, I know you don't understand it. I know it feels like it's weight on all the weight in the world. I know it feel like you're going to cut off your arm and give your leg away and your life going to go away. But it's $20, Steve. And I had nobody to tell me that. And so I went through this for hours. And then I said, man, $20? Man, I'm going to do it. And I pushed the button. Now, I don't even remember if I won, lost, trade. I don't even know if it was a plus, negative. I don't even remember. All I remember was how I felt. And then once I did it, I was like, whew, man. And that's all I remember. And why I'm telling you guys this is because I had to get in the space. Now, I had some more challenging times, but because I did that initial step, I got more confident. I got more comfortable. And then I realized I'm not losing money a lot. Just $20, just $10. Now, granted, I'm not trying to say that that's not a lot of money. That's money. But I wasted more money on food that I didn't like. And I'm telling y'all this because try $5, try $10. I don't care, $1. Just do it. $1 will not break you or make you. But what it will do is it'll give you the confidence you need to move in the space. And that's what you need. I know where you at. I know how you feel. I sit in the same spot that you sit in. I didn't understand this. Y'all seeing somebody of years of just constantly going into the space and you looking at me like I'm somebody special. I'm not. I started just where you started. I was just where you at. I felt just how you felt. I felt like I was losing. And I didn't at the time, I didn't have a lot of money. But one thing I knew for sure, I wasn't going to let $20 stop me from doing something that I was unfamiliar with, that I was uncomfortable with, but heard that people was making money in. Nobody showed me the money they made, but I heard it on the news. I heard about people. I'm like, nah. I got to do this. And I got to do this for me. I got to learn this. And I don't care how I feel right now. I got to get past how I feel and get confident and comfortable because this is the future. And I'm telling y'all that was the stock market. I'm telling y'all this is the crypto space. This space is going to be the future of money. Whether me, you, or anybody on this Zoom believe it, it will be the future of money. It's too many signs. It's too many things that's happening, that's being in place. And I'm just telling you, you got to get that. Take that trade. Use $1. Use $2. Use $3. I don't know. Use anything that you can stand and do. $2, $3. Just do it. Once you do it, you're going to see. Listen, walk through the video. Have a camera. Have your phone up and your computer up. And then watch me on your phone or watch me on the computer. And then walk through it. And if you make the trade and if you lose or win, it doesn't even matter. You got past the most important thing in your life. And that's being comfortable. I mean, that's being scared of the space. I can promise you this. There's some people on this Zoom right now that got started last year or watched me for the last 2 years that know way more than what they know now and comfortable and confident that maneuver in the space. I mean, James Marshall asked the question. I remember James didn't know nothing about the crypto space. And this dude been on Facebook with charts up and trading and did the I did the one class that I did the several classes back in May, step-by-step strategy. You know what he did? What he did do? He got past that feeling of being uncomfortable. And I'm telling you, you have to do it because it is the future of money. And if your future depends on it, your future needs you. Your future is looking at you and looking back and saying, come on, man, do it. Come on, you got to do it. And I'm telling y'all that because I need y'all to know that this is the future of money. But I don't know how long it's going to last that before they take it from us and we make a lot of money. Cryptocurrency is decentralized. That is true. But as time goes on and on, Binance opened up in 2017. Everybody in the world could get on Binance. But they shut it down in the US in 2018 towards 2019, and they stopped us from using it. You know why? Because Binance was one of the most largest platforms. And they said, you can't use Binance if you're in the US. Binance said, I got to cut all accounts out. Take all your money, withdraw all your money, cash out, because you can't use this no more because the US said we can't use it. And I'm telling y'all that I don't know if the US will step in for some of us that's in the US. For some of us in other countries, you have no problems. But the US don't want us to get wealthy. Of course, I live in the US. I'm for the US. I was born here. But I'm just saying, the reality is the wealthy don't want you to get wealthy because you eat at the same places they eat. You live where they live. You drive what they drive. You wear what they wear. You do what they do. And I'm just saying that Your future depend on you being confident and comfortable in the cryptocurrency space. While we can make the money we can now, we need to get all we can. Hey, it's your boy Crypto Steve. I'm out. Peace. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a great night. Any other questions? I'll be doing some other basic stuff for you guys. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night and talk to y'all soon.